Good morning, tribe. Woo! It has been windy and rocky the last couple of days. Well, it's Sunday here in La Paz. There's not too much I can do. So today, I think we're gonna do a beach run, and maybe I'll work on some jewelry. All right, tribe. So I am working on a chain. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but it is too windy to be outside. So I figured I'd just keep working at what I'm doing here, and we'll find out what it is I make when it's done. Look at my neighbor over there. Old and Moldy is the name of that boat, and she is just being tossed about. All right, so I've linked up the little jump rings I was making, and I shaped them into that very recognizable anchor chain shape. It's looking good so far. We'll see where it goes later. Right now, Mouse is feeling restless, and I think I need to take her out to the beach to get some of this energy out. So here we go, off to La Paz Beach. We're just past the marinas there, just past Estrella del Mar. The Malecón is directly behind us. Mouse loves it here. There's not a lot of waves. It's not that deep. She can play around in the water all she wants. Speaking of playing, I like to learn new knots as a new sailor. So this knot is a very special knot. It is called the quick bowline. It's a bowline, but it's one you can put in around something pretty quickly and then quickly release it when you're done. So it should hold like a bowline, but come apart really easily. So as you can see so far, nothing too complicated. We're gonna put another bite in. We're gonna reach through that loop, and we're gonna pull the bite in and then tighten the knot down. That'll give us our little locking mechanism on our bowline. And then just by tugging on the open end of that bite, it should release the knot so you can pull it apart, and there you go. Well, tribe, it has been getting windier and windier every day since official hurricane season has started. From my understanding, there is a big El Nino brewing out in the Pacific there. Some say that it's not going to head our way, but we have had a few tropical storms. Wow, look at that. Which don't make for easy time on the hook. I've been hiding inside pretty much most of the day. So I figured today what I'd do is just work on some jewelry. It's been a while since I've done that. You guys seem to like the jewelry videos, so you know, I'm definitely gonna try and do more of that for you guys. Today I've been working on something a little bit special. I've had an idea in my head to make an anchor chain bracelet, just because it's an anchor chain and I'm trying to be a sailor. So I've spent the day making all of the components that I'm gonna need. I linked up the chain and shaped them. Now I need to make a clasp and put it all together. And then when that's done, probably not today, it's getting late and hot, but tomorrow I can go through and buff and polish that baby up. I did add a little bit of tarnish to the metal to sort of give it that industrial naval style look, I guess, but I don't know. We'll see when it's finished. I never really plan these things. I have an idea, but I never actually, you know, plan it out. I know some guys are really good at planning. They're really good at sketching it out. I don't do that. Like everything in my life, I fly by the seat of my pants. I'm gonna get on that. I think I wore Mouse out at the beach. A lot of swimming, a lot of running. It's really bad on her skin out there because she's very sensitive skin dog, and the sun is brutal here. So before I get back to working on the chain though, I got to go around and make sure everything is good on the boat. So I figured I'd take you guys with me. This is what I do every day, multiple times a day. I figured I'd take you guys with me. So let's go do that. All right, tribe. So the first thing I like to do is come up here and check my bridle. That is what holds me to the mooring. Next, I'll make sure that the bridle is actually attached to the mooring itself. That's what's attached to that little floaty bobber thingy. And then, because my cleat is busted, you can see there, I run this line all the way to my midship And I like to double check to make sure that is nice and tight, because that's holding the other half to the mooring. Next thing I need to do is get up here and secure all my lines. I had my boom up because I was using the boom to get my dinghy motor on and off the boat. So now I need to lower that back down into its cradle and stow off these lines here. Getting pretty good at this. Can do it one-handed now. Okay, next thing I like to do is just sort of take a visual of everything, make sure everything's sort of in its place. And if it's out of place, we put it back where she belongs. We want our deck to be nice and clear, and we want to know where everything is at in case an emergency happens. All right, so next I'm going to get these lines in order. This controls the boom. This allows my sail to go out or in. So we're going to get these lines stowed in out of the way. I just like to lay them down on top of themselves like that so I can get at them pretty quickly. I want to make sure all these lines are good. Oh yeah, I need to tighten this rope up so that they don't make a lot of noise in the wind. And then we're going to go check the gas. I like to shut this bottle off because I don't have a shut-off switch inside. For some reason it was disconnected and hasn't been reconnected. So when I'm not using it, we turn this gas off. That way if there is a leak, it won't be that bad. All right, so let's just clean up and organize the cockpit. When we went out earlier, got some lines and some rags and things all over the place. I like to just get them up and out of the way so I'm not stepping on them in case I need to come out here and deal with anything. One last look around. Whew. All right, back to it. Well, that's always fun. It's getting a little bit windy out there. It's not so bad, but it is going to pick up from what I was told later on tonight. So I like to go through and make sure everything's good to go. You saw that one of my cleats, my port side cleat there, broke. It actually folded over before I got the boat, so I had to run the line to my mid cleat. So I like to double check that multiple times a day. She looks good. The bridle looks good. Looks like we're still on the mooring. All of that is good. And yeah, and I like to shut the gas off. I don't have a switch. I mean, I have a switch that will shut the gas off if there's a leak, but it's not connected. So I like to go and shut it off at the bottle in case there is a leak. It'll be very little and it won't blow me up, ideally, hopefully. Maybe just horrible burns, but yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna get back to working on that bracelet and I will show you guys what it looks like when it's done. All right, tribe, so I've got it all put together. She still needs a little bit of work, but I think she's looking pretty beautiful there. I stamped out a Thunderbird coin and made a clasp for it. I think it looks pretty gorgeous. All right, tribe, it's the end of the day. I don't have any more to say other than it's an absolutely gorgeous sunset, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Fueled by ADHD and caffeine since 1976.